Hey you! Since I'm trying to turn Testament to Excellence into a channel that revolves around goal setting and achievement, I only thought it would be fitting that I upload one of my more recent goals in my life that I've been working on. That being, learning how to flare and air flare. Formerly, one of my greatest fears turned into a goal is improving my dance moves and dancing skills, as I took a particular interest in the activities of a b-boy or b-boying, and I wanted to be able to do this for myself. I knew I would need some sort of help getting there because it is something difficult to do. As you can see, here's a demonstration of one of my greatest YouTube influences, Pygmy, flaring and then air flaring. It will make the most sense to learn how to flare and then air flare throughout the progression. That, as you can see here, one of my other dancing YouTube influences, Vince Sanity. Here he is attempting an air flare by himself and then trying to learn an air flare with help. And then also using something that I invested in to learn these dance moves is a G-Force kit. It's supposed to help you get the technique down. With where I lived, I didn't have an ideal place to put this. The garage would have been great, but there was no way for me to hook it up. Plus, I didn't know if it would get an attachment sturdy enough to support my weight. I had to get creative, and so I took to my backyard. I invested in a tow strap, and I put it between two trees, wrapped it around both of the trees, secured it that way, and hung it in between the trees. So you'll see me trying the G-Force kit, trying to learn flares and air flares. I'm just up in the air, spinning around. And having done this on uneven land and right on the grass and in the dirt, eventually I wised up and I invested in some pads or some mats to put down on the ground that would be easier on my hands. It would just be smoother in general and help me get my technique down a lot better and a lot more quickly. Eventually, over time, through practice, kind of gotten the hang of it, slowly getting the form down. It does take a lot of upper body strength and flexibility and just agility all around, but it is something that I am determined to learn. It will require a lot of practice and a lot of effort, but I am more than willing to pay that price to learn this. After moving to an apartment, I had to figure something out. A patio, I had to install 2 eye hooks, put a rope through that I could secure and hang my G-Force kit from, so that I could do this in an environment that allowed me to focus and without interruption. Later this year, I plan on taking classes so that I can refine these moves. So eventually, I will be able to use these moves wherever I want and whenever I want. I'm very satisfied with the progress that I've made thus far. I know there's plenty of room for improvement. I had to get creative with all of this and thinking where I could set this up, where I could do this, how I could do this, and when I could do this. But that's all part of the goal. So you either make results or you make excuses. Let's get started. The time is now.